welcome, Jim. From Green River, Wyoming. That is awesome. That's what happens when you guys hit the like and share button. Please like and share the crap out of this. Let's get these players circulated. Let's help move this game around.
Jason, there's definitely a huge pool scene here in Evansville, the Evansville area, and even the surrounding area. You've got the Owensboro, and if you want to travel a little bit farther, you've got Terre Haute, and me and Danny's hometown is starting to grow as well. So it's an exciting time to be part of this community.
Eric uncharacteristically scratching. He hits it pretty hard from that second ball break, harder than most guys do. Next up is like a ball making machine. Paul Hop, you are absolutely correct. He is a machine. He's been a machine for about 50 years, maybe give or take 10, maybe 60 years.
So guys, currently, if you're wondering who's left, we got Tom Griffith and Eric Canary playing right now. Dennis Schnell and Chris Austin are playing on another table, and we've got Nick Varner waiting in the hot seat. And for those also interested, I currently still have 3 players in the Calcutta.
He's rubbing it in. That just means he's buying dinner tonight. Now, this guy, Tom Griffin, I don't know if a lot of guys know him. I do know a little bit about Tom. I have been playing Valley Leagues against him. His team, they're from Carrier Mills. It's down in the Harrisburg area. They are solid. 5 solid players. Tom just got back from the U.S. Open. He won a qualifier to go out there and play, and I believe he won a few matches while he was out there, so he didn't go out there and go 2 and out. He went out there and gave him hell. You'll see his game. He's a solid player. This ought to be a really good match. Like I said, Eric, I really like his game. It's the first I've seen of him, in person. I've seen him on the stream, but
I think Tom should be able to take this match just a little bit more consistent and precise. Eric's just,
Tom's been sitting too. Eric's been firing him.
Yeah.
I think Eric lost his second match, so he's been playing on the one-loss side pretty consecutively, back to back to back.
Eric gets a rhythm. And
Brad Lowe says, Sean, are you buying dinner or that new cue? That's a good question. That's a very good
depending
question.
on how many of my players get
you're already in the money.
Calcutta, I could buy both potentially.
True.
Or I could buy your cue and then make you buy dinner.
I would buy dinner if you bought the Revo and the button.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty tight like that. Vincent Parsons is watching. What's up, buddy?
Joseph, there are 2 9-foot diamonds here. They were.
Yes, Steve. Tom is on the intermediate list also. He is a hell of a player. For you guys that don't know Tom, I'm telling you, I know that Chris Austin's here, Ray Schultz is here, Nick Varner's here, but he's the easily top 2 or 3 players in this building. Obviously, Varner's the best, but it's a toss-up for who's number 2.
And he should be out here. You're going to take that 6 ball off the rail and then 4 ball on the side.
This is a tricky little shot. He has to kind of punch it. He doesn't want to draw it because that 13 can get real big. He just kind of wants to punch it.
I think you can stun it off the rail, can't you?
Yeah, well, I'd call that punch shot. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even have to stun it. He's just going to a little bit of a draw.
Stop it right where she sits.
And that is a little bit tricky now because
here he's just going to roll her forward just a touch, hopefully run into that 10 and be straight in. Don't want to get behind it. Don't want to let that cue ball go. That's a great shot.
That's a great
nice
shot.
Touch.
That's a lot harder than you'd think. A lot of players would hit that ball the wrong way and then accidentally get behind the 10
or hit it with like left side spin and spin underneath it, do something goofy. Not Tom. Tom's a machine.
And 1 error from Eric leads to Tom Griffith taking an early lead here in this match.
Hey guys, do me a favor. I know for all of you still watching, if you haven't heard me say it already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button for us if you could. Let's get these viewers back up to over 100. See if we can do that. Start tagging people. Let's get everybody involved here. The finals. The final was a 6. The final 6 left in this tournament. Final 4 left in this tournament. Ought to be some fireworks here, guys.
We're still waiting on how it goes between Dennis and Chris Austin over there.
Yeah, they've been playing for a while too, so I'm assuming it's a
It's got to
back
be
and forth
close,
battle.
yeah. Usually, you'd expect Austin to have ran out by now, but you're right. They have been over there for a good minute, and
Okay, let's see if he goes second ball break or if he goes head. If he goes ahead ball.
looks like he's going second ball.
Yeah.
And that was some bottom center.
Yeah, looks like just straight draw. Let's see what happens.
It was a great break. That 8 ball got a little funny, but looks like he might have to take stripes here too, which makes that a little bit more interesting because
That 11.
the 11 ball's tied up with the 8 ball.
And then you got, is that the 11? Yeah. What is on top of the 5?
Joseph, I am not 110% sure where the closest banks or one-hole tournaments might be to Jasper. I'm not even familiar with where Jasper is, honestly.
Are we talking Jasper, Illinois?
Yeah, there's Jasper, Illinois.
Mexico. I'm not sure. If it's Jasper County, that's over. That's new.
No, I think he's referring to Jasper. Isn't there a Jasper, Indiana?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure there is. We can Google it.
Indianapolis probably would have something like that. You can always, in this area, you can always find some action.
You can find a lot of one-hole and banks here in Evansville. I know that.
Just not necessarily tournaments.
No, not tournaments. But I mean, if you're willing to throw $50 up or something, I'm sure there'd be guys here happy to play with you. Like I said, that was the first game when I came in here. They were playing one pocket for a good solid 3 or 4 hours.
I don't know. Let me see where Jasper, Indiana is, just for kicks and giggles.
Jasper, Indiana.
15,000 people. Still twice as big as where
it's
we're
close to Ireland.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Look, that's what it says, Ireland.
Shut up.
Well, it is what it is.
Such a dad.
It is. Yeah, well.
Let's see here. Let's see. So.
Oh, he's over by Petersburg.
Jasper's about an hour and 15 minutes away from Evansville.
Yeah, it's just northern French Licks right there. We're up here somewhere. Right there's Mount Carmel. Honestly, from Jasper, you're probably Evansville area. If you go down south, maybe to Owensboro, they probably have some one pocket tournaments. But yeah, you may have better luck going down that direction. 50 minutes northeast of Evansville. Yep, that's
Santa Claus. Go to Holiday World.
Yeah. Let's see what Eric does here. He got to the table. While we were talking, I missed it. Tom must have missed.
Yeah, I don't think he had too many options there, but he did get that 11 ball out from the 8 ball, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he hung it.
No, he didn't hang it.
That's what I got. That's what we get for not paying attention.
Danny's fired.
Yeah, gotta fire somebody. Somebody's got to pay for it.
And it looks like Eric tried to play a...
I think he's just ducking there. I think he's playing
safe
safe the whole way.
A safety, and I like that shot, actually. It puts Tom on the rail, but at Tom's caliber...
Yeah. I don't know. He may be too much on the rail to play that.
Yeah, that was a very precise shot on Eric's end right there.
Sully's in Metropolis is what Steve McInnes says, so that it's probably a little closer than Owensboro for you, bud.
Is that any relation to Sully Vision, I wonder?
I don't know.
Sully Vision's
Steve
over
McInnes,
in...
do you know who happens to own that? Who owns Sully's?
Sully's over in Texas, though. Sully Vision is, I think.
He says they have one pocket games at Buddy Hall. Who wants to just donate to Buddy Hall, though? I mean, I would, but I would with somebody else's money. Put it that way.
Yeah, we already went through that today.
10-ball tournaments at this place. How often? They tried to do 1 or 2 a month. I haven't seen any 10-ball. It's mostly 9-ball and 8-ball. More 9-ball than 8-ball.
Joseph, there is a group called Evansville Tournaments. If you type that in your search, you can stay up to date. OnCue's really good about posting up the events like a month ahead of time.
Yeah, OnCue'd be another Facebook page you'd want to like to stay on the tournament side.
The Evansville group, though, will show you all the events, not just OnCue Billiards events in the area. So that's a cool thing to be a part of. I think this is my first time seeing Nick here, but I was here at a tournament about 3 or 4 months ago where Fedor Gorst and Sky Woodward were both present, and that was
across town. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't make that trip. I kind of sissied out because of the snow, and then it didn't snow. The roads were clear by 3 o'clock. I was so upset. You're welcome, Joseph.
Don Sullivan is the owner. I'm not familiar with that name.
Don Sullivan. I think I've heard that name. Is he a cue dealer, Steve? Does he deal cues, or am I thinking of a different? Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Different Don.
The problem here is, like, if Eric can't run out, then Tom is inevitably going to run out.
That 11 really, it just kind of hampers the game at the moment.
Well,
he's got to shoot through
the
11 at some point. He's got to shoot through it. We saw Steve do it in the last game. You know that goes at speed, so I know it's just one of them shots you don't want to shoot, but sometimes it just has to. You just have to take it. And at some point, he's either going to have to make a ball and try to move the rest of them around, or he's going to have to go through that ball to clear that pocket. I like Eric's game. I think he can handle this shot. Nope.
He was playing a little bit of a safe. Yeah, I like it.
He was playing safe the whole way. I don't think he had any intentions of making that ball.
Well, I think he's looking at
with that speed.
That 15 and the 14 are still in a interesting spot.
I'm sorry? Oh, no.
That he was looking at more or less blocking that pocket, giving him less of an out ball.
I just don't like it. If you're going to do that, you can't leave a caliber of this player open. I mean, I know that it's kind of a goofy rag, but I'm not big in leaving guys open.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, Jacob Gilbert's watching. How we doing, Jacob? Yeah, I'm not big on leaving anybody a shot if you can help it. I know tying balls up helps, but he had every opportunity to make that ball, take that pocket, and then duck behind the 5. Oh, what a try.
That would have been a heck of a shot right there.
I like Eric to get out from here.
No, 5 balls.
Does it go? Can we switch cameras? Do we know if that goes?
Yeah, it looks like it does go.
That's tight.
Even if it doesn't, you can still get back to it. Take the 1 ball.
I'm not sure he can hit the 1 from there. I mean, he may be forced to try to squeeze past that half pocket. He can't come up table to bank the 6 around. I mean, that may be his only option.
No, it looks like he's going for the 1.
Is he going to go rail first? No, he can have plenty of room.
I think he got the wrong side of the 2 ball though.
He does have that 6 all the way up here though.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
We had a cut like this come up last night. Kind of, not it was a little steeper than that, but I thought Buddy was in poor health. I'm not sure, Joseph. I did hear rumors that I think his daughter posted something, or not his daughter. There was somebody that posted something. Maybe Corey Martin that posted something about his health. But I think he's back playing again. I'm not 100%. If anybody knows on that, on Buddy Hall's health, if you could comment, that'd be great.
Mark, there's a lot more than just the game at hand or the match at hand even to take into consideration. These guys have been here since
the caliber of these players, guys. It's not easy.
11 a.m. Warming up, and they've been shooting under a lot of pressure.
Not to take anything away from you, Mark. We don't know you or know anything about your game. I'm just letting you know these guys are solid. Like I said, Tom Griffin, he's just got back from the U.S. Open. Eric Canary wins tournaments. He plays $500 sets, things like that. These are top-level amateur players.
it's anything I've learned
that was a pretty
from
good shot there.
Nick Varner's example is it's to be humble and stay humble and continue to hustle and just grind it out,
I'm telling you what, if I didn't know who Nick Varner was, right, and I seen him in the pool hole, and he comes over and asks me to play with him, I swear to God, I'm playing him all day just
Right.
because he could hustle me, and I wouldn't even know he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
But he's slow moving around the table, but still has a ton of knowledge. But how far is his health, though? I mean, a guy was commenting on poor health. If he's still up playing, he's got to be all right, hadn't he?
I think that's a sign that Chris Austin, well, I don't know, because Dennis isn't putting his cues up, so, and I can't tell.
Well,
Yeah, they're not.
yeah, nobody's moving. I'm not sure.
Oh, Dennis won. They've already updated on there.
That is a big upset. Austin is out of the tournament. What place was that? Fourth?
Yeah.
One spot out of the money?
Well, he got in the money,
for the
but
tournament.
the Calcutta only paid out the
yeah.
top 3, and
Did you have him?
no, he went for the third blind bid,
I
though.
told you not to get him, and you finally listened. So you've got Tom Griffin playing for third, correct? This is second, third match? Or third, fourth?
Third, fourth.
So you're guaranteed.
2 of these, hopefully.
This is third, fourth, and that makes Austin fifth, correct? Can we pull the bracket up there? I see him every time I go there, which is about once a week. So if Steve McKinnon says he sees them all the time, guys. So his health can't be that bad if he's still banging around. Either that or he just doesn't give a damn, which could be.
So winner of Tom Griffith and Eric has to play Dennis, and then Ray Schultz is still in it too.
Right. Okay. So the winner of this will be playing second, third.
Well, winner of this plays for the opportunity to play for second and third.
So the winner of this plays
for fourth and fifth, actually.
Okay. So this is fifth, sixth match. This is not the money match, guys. I did misspoke about that a little earlier. So the next match we have will be the money match. So Chris Austin did not cash in this tournament. That's how tough it is, guys. What you think about that for a minute? That is, Chris Austin's one of the better amateur players that we have. He's like a 660 Fargo score.
Oh, shoot.
And he didn't even win. So not only did he not win, he didn't even get in the money.
Eric Canary holding his own against Tom.
Yeah, Tom made a couple uncharacteristic mistakes there. Eric comes up with a dry break. He's not happy about it. He's kind of stomping around.
I'll be right back.
Let's see what Tom does with that. That must have been really tight. 8 balls rough on a bar box, no matter who you're playing. Absolutely, Joseph. I couldn't agree with you more. I'm a bar box player for the most part. I have an 8-footer at my house, but most of the tournaments and games I play are on a 7-foot table. And I jumped in with the big boys on the 9-foot table today, and it is a different animal. But I'm happy to be back on the 7-footer. I'm glad we don't play on 9-footers all the time, because for me that was a super hard challenge. Let's see if Eric can get out here and take a lead on Tom. It's going to slide this 12 past the 7. Not too far, not too far, not too far. Oof. That's a little bit of a mistake there. He may still be able to shoot that 9, or he may be able to cut that 13. I'm not sure. He's calling the 9 on the side. The cue ball's going to have to travel here. Nice touch. Nice touch. 9 foot, 8 ball is an easier game too. Many balls on the bar box. Yeah, I can agree with you. Patrick, is there any plan to add players' Fargo rates to the scoreboard? Greg, I'm not sure. That is definitely something we'll pass along to Pat and Mickey. For those of you just tuning in, we are Rack City Games, and my name is Danny. The other guy on here, his name was Sean. Mickey and Pat are so gracious to teach us the streaming and help us learn the ropes. So I will pass that request on. I think that's a good idea. Another thing, we watched a tournament 2 or 3 weeks ago where they had players' heart rate monitors. I thought that was pretty neat. Maybe we can implement something of that nature also. Make everybody wear a Fitbit. Meanwhile, Eric's just motoring right along through this rack. It's pretty good shape there. I like his odds to get out here.
Yeah, this is the shot right here. We'll see if he can knock this out. Keep shape on the 9. He does.
It's a pretty good shot. Let's see if he stops this or comes forward. I can't tell if he goes past the 7 or not.
I think he's
Looks like he's just going to roll up.
Oh no, he is rolling it up.
Yeah.
Now
I didn't like that. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say I don't like rolling forward because he could get on top of that ball.
Eric's a smaller guy.
Greg Davis says, I think they'd call EMS if they heard my heart rate. You know, oddly enough, that tournament that we saw, it wasn't the players at the table that the heart rate was all jacked up. It was the players sitting down. And it wasn't like right after they missed, it was watching other players make balls. It's like their heart rate would just spike. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty interesting thing to watch. But while they were at the table, they were pretty solid. That heart rate stayed pretty even keel. Some of them would get over 100, but not for the most part. It was pretty decent. Pretty neat to see how they react under pressure.
This would be a great shot here.
I think he got it. I think he's got enough room. He's got a nice steady bridge. Going past the 7 is tricky, just because it's in your brain. Not that you don't have enough room, but see,
Way to
hit that
roll
on the
it in
low
there.
side. Yeah, that could have very easily went bad. But he knocks it in there to take a 2-1 lead. I gotta tell you, I bet you Tom is steaming after that last mistake. He's made 2 mistakes. It's cost him 2 racks.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's alternating.
Yeah, this is the one loss side. And the loser of this gets 6th. Is that what we thought? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe.
Austin is still over there talking to that guy about how he got beat. I like Chris Austin, but just got to be humble, bud. It's no biggie. Everybody loses. Let's see if Tom sticks with that second ball break. Yeah, looks like he's going to go same side and everything. Oh, see, you got all these players in here. The table's kind of changed. I would switch my break or switch my speed. I just don't. You see, I'm watching all these other guys that are also breaking second ball, and they're just not having a lot of success. And then you see guys like Varner smashing them, putting, like Nick would say, put a little pepper on it, and they're making balls. I think I would take advantage of that. Is 8 on the break and winner? No, sir. It's up to the incoming player or the player at the table whether he wants to spot it or re-rack it. Nick Varner made the 8 against in his last match. I think that's the. No, I did see Mickey Hammond. He made one earlier also. He does that second ball break too. He hits it pretty hard from the second ball also. I was saying Canary hits him pretty hard, but Mickey hits him pretty hard on the second ball break also. Thaddeus K. Hunsaker, how's it going, buddy?
Ooh, playing really nice shape there.
I think he's in his second gear now. He looks really comfortable now.
And I've played with Eric a few times, and I like his approach towards the table. He gets in a rhythm that you just can't stop sometimes.
Steve, yeah, usually, but he was breaking second ball in this tournament today. Yeah, Mickey does hit hard as hell. He really does. But like I said, the match I watched him earlier, he hit second ball, and he was nuking the rack. Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, but Eric's still got plenty of options to work with in terms of...
Yeah, the problem is the 9 and the 10 at the bottom now. Now he doesn't have a way to get both those balls that are tied up out. I can't tell if that 10 goes in the corner past the 1 or not, but I don't know how he gets that out now. Yeah, Steve, I mean, I could be wrong, like I said, but it just looked to me like it was a second ball break from way over here, but yeah, he snapped the 8 in the side earlier. Let's see what Eric does here. He's going to see if he nudges the 10. Got to be careful. Yeah, I like that. That's a good shot. That's a smart shot.
Yeah, he didn't really give Tom any easy outs here.
That may be what he was doing, Steve. That may be why he pushed that 9 down to that corner, other than, block the hole, but you may be right. He may have been playing for a combo.
He's got that 14 that's still in a...
I think what he meant was when he tied that 2-10 up, that's if he was going to play safe, after that shot, he was already committed to running out. Now it's so open that he doesn't really have a good spot to play like a lockdown safety where he's going to get ball in hand or something of that nature.
Sure.
See, now Tom's just going to, he could just take his time. I don't like that safety, though. I know it pushes that 10 around, or that 14 around, but I don't know if I like that.
I think now you go ahead and, yeah.
He's calling it in the corner. Off the 3? Is that what that is? 6?
I think you might be able to force it through it.
He got
probably
that
some sort of two-way shot here.
I don't think you can a two-way here. Yeah, just hit a little thick. It was a good effort, though. He's all right.
I mean, Tom's certainly going to have to work for this victory here if he's going to take it and even up the score.
Well, the only problem Tom has is that at the bottom or at the top of the table where he's standing right now, I believe that's the 1 ball. I don't know if it goes past the 8 or not. But if he can't get to that because of that 9 is there now, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with this. It's kind of clustered down there at the bottom.
Yeah, even getting to the 6th ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it tricky now. Rail Karen? Maybe. Maybe. Does he swing here? Swing down table? I'm interested to see what he's going to do with that 6 ball. You know what he might do? He may just take control of the table and make the 9 or go underneath the 9 rail first.
Yeah, he could do what they were doing earlier and play a combo on the 9.
Jandy Cravens is watching.
Are you guys related?
I've met her once or twice.
Do you know her?
Kind of, yeah. See, Steve, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I can't tell from where we're sitting. If we had an overhead view, we could get a look at that. But we'll see what he does here. I kind of like him going to the rail and railing off the 9, but
he might be looking for the breakout here.
Yeah,
taking the 7 ball into that traffic there.
looks like he's aiming that way.
Nope.
I don't know.
He
that
did
wanted
get
to,
a-
I don't know that he wanted to run into that.
Well, now see if he can hold the English there. He might have the one ball.
I don't think you make this ball just because of the one ball where it's sitting. Almost like him to nudge the 3 or the 6 and see if he can't make the 9 or put him down there to where he can't make it. Like, just make a bigger mess out of everything. That's probably what he's going to do.
Yeah, you might be able to play a carom shot off the 6 and knock the 9 in.
Oh, Jandy's is funny guy. Do we know you, Miss Cravens? I'm not sure. Yeah, Steve, it is. At this point, though, I mean, it's either you go for it or you just kind of, like you said earlier, just nudge him around and bide your time. He may even play safety here.
That's what
I'm
saying. I'm just saying play the carom, knock the 9 in, and then you don't really leave him with too many options if you can hold the cue ball down there.
Right. Yeah, he went pure make. What a shot. He went pure make there, and I believe that's going to cost him the game. Yeah, I think if that 10 goes, I think he's out. I can't tell if it goes from where we're sitting, though. I know it's a steep cut, but
I think he's having a combo based on where he's bridging from.
nope, playing
He's
safe.
playing safe. I like that shot a lot.
I do too. I think he was trying to bury behind it even more, but even though he didn't get completely behind, that's still a great shot. Can we get the other angle? Show them the side angle. See what that. Yeah, that's a great shot. He can nick it, but he can't do nothing with it, I believe. No, I don't even think he can nick it, can he? It's an excellent shot by Eric Canary. For those of you guys just joining us, the loser of this match will get 6th place. We're down to the final 6. This is the one loss side. Race to 4. Alternate breaks. Rack your own. Do me a favor, if you would, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share. Let's pump those numbers up. We got to get over 100 viewers. We were at 115 earlier. Now we're down to 75.
Nick Varner and Ray Schultz aren't playing each other now.
We get Nick back on there. We'll bump those numbers up. What a great shot. Oh, good hit. Ooh, we got pretty fortunate there.
I think this combo is almost wide.
Right, but, I mean, he got fortunate that ball didn't roll all the way down there.
Yeah.
He could have been straight on that 9 and had a better look than this.
It's Tom, F6240, 624.
I'm not sure what that means.
Fargo.
Oh, 624 probably, yeah.
He's from the Harrisburg, Illinois area.
Yeah, Tom Griffith. I think Carrier Mills is the exact town. But, yeah, it's like just a small suburb of Harrisburg, or in that area, I guess.
That was a great shot. I'm curious to see how he gets back to the 8 ball, though.
Well, from the looks of it, he's going to have to come in between that 1-8 or even try to run into the 1 and bump it out of there. Tom Griffith, none have a lot of data, yeah.
He's mainly a VNEA player, so he might not have a huge Fargo.
Right, but 624 is probably around his speed. If Austin's a 660, they're probably pretty close to equal.
If I were Eric, I'd almost announce a safety here and leave that ball out there.
He could go ultra aggressive and draw into the 8 here too.
See, Eric's my height, so it's harder for him to reach over the table like that.
Yeah, Steve, he probably plays about your speed. That's a guy that was coming over here to get quarters. Like I said, we're down to the final 6, so a lot of the tables are opening up, and a lot of the guys don't understand.
Who is E. Rice?
Yeah, well, I mean.
Eric.
Oh, Brad,
Man.
you did it again. Eric's playing safety again. I don't mind him being this conservative, honestly, with where the one ball's sitting. I think that's a really good shot. Because for Tom to make this and come back around, it'll take a hell of a stroke.
Steve, all the rest of the matches should be on the TV table.
Brad Lowe says Douche.
Oh, he said that about the guy walking across, not me.
Yep.
Although I'm sure he's thinking it about me.
It's a big good stroke. It's going to take a good stroke, I should say. Yeah.
Oh.
Anytime you got to pound it like that, it's just, ooh, we got a little lucky there. Another fortunate roll for him. Maybe not so fortunate this time. I thought that ball was going to hold up.
This game's definitely turned into a bit of a chess match.
Yeah, and even if he's probably going to go side corner, but still don't like where that 8-ball's sitting. That 8-1's been sitting there the entire game. Tom needs to get the 3 working. Yeah. Oh, you're colorblind. That's the 1, not the 3. Ooh, we got it out of there. What a good shot.
That was a great shot. Now he's got to hold English here. Oh. No, never mind. I was thinking the other ball. So
That's a pretty sweet out there by Eric Canary. He's going to take a 3-1 lead.
Puts the pressure on Tom, but
I don't feel bad for losing against Eric now. I mean, shit. I lost against Nick Varner and Eric Canary. I can't really complain. 3-1 lead, guys.
I just want to go on record and saying I call both those players being like top 3. Like
Yeah, you did. Oh, Tom's your horse, isn't he?
they're both my horse.
Oh,
So, I mean, it's kind of bittersweet, but it's good to see them both in the running.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, early on I would have took Tom, and then he sat for a while. But now I think I'd take Eric just because he seems the fresher, hotter player. You know what I mean?
Well, earlier, you got to remember, earlier in the tournament, Mickey got a 3-0 lead on Tom, and Tom came back.
Yeah. But was that during the winter breaks, or was that alternate?
That was the winter breaks, yeah.
Yeah, winter break, 7-foot 8-ball, man. That's putting a 3-pack together for these guys is pretty simple.
Yeah, Eric's on the hill already, so. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the frustration.
Yeah, he just said that he's broke 3 times, he's fouled twice, and dry broke. Like I was saying earlier, guys, it got a little warm in here. They turned the air on, changed the tables. I would have changed my break a while ago. Once I noticed that it just wasn't working, I would have switched it up. But I'm over here sitting in the commentary booth, and these guys are playing for the cheese. So, yeah, he did, Steve. He missed a giant opportunity there to get back in this game.
But Tom can make it up here.
It's going to be tough with alternate breaks because I got to think Eric's going to get that break going, and he's probably going to win one of the next 3. So
I'm really surprised he's taking solids here. I would have played the 2-14 combo and taken stripes, but
I kind of like this shot, Eric, just because then if he can roll up to get on the 1, everything else is pretty much smooth sailing.
yeah, you're right. It's a big shot right here then.
Yeah, big nerves too. He's made a couple of unforced errors.
He drains it there though.
Let's see.
Change what?
What? I don't understand, Steve. It's 3-1.
The score might not be updating. Yeah, it's updated.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still live. Have Pat change it for you.
Oh, yeah. I can change that.
Oh, the race. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
Thanks, Steve.
I can change that. We just didn't notice it.
I'm still blaming that on Pat because he left it like that. So.
Yeah, Pat, bring me a beer.
Come on, Pat.
Pat's over there shooting pool right now.
They both are. We should take a picture of the OnCue guys over there having fun while we're over here hard
doing
work.
their dirty work for them.
They tricked us, guys. We've
This
been
is like
duped.
Tom Sawyer, you know, like when they he gets them to paint the
to
fence.
paint the house. Yeah. Hey guys, you want to learn how to do your stream? Come here, I'll show you.
Oh wait, you can do it for us.
Yeah. Remote support. Yeah, we need all the help we can get, Steve. We appreciate it. Okay, Eric getting the ball in hand here. Tom's made a lot of unforced errors. I wonder how long he sat and how much that affected his game.
Who, Nick?
Tom.
Tom?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He sat the whole time I was over there with that set with Corey, and he had been done before that. So I got to think he'd been sitting for an hour and a half or so. And that he should have been up warming up, and I think it's showing. Honestly, Tom's not playing his best game at the moment. Yeah, yeah, they don't know. We need all the help we can get from every one of you guys. How you doing, Rocky Hank Miller?
Is this mumble rap? Would you call this music mumble rap?
No.
I don't know what mumble rap is.
Mumble rap is like Cheetos, ashtray, glasses, and then they just like make raps out of stuff that doesn't make any sense. I guess. I have a 15-year-old. That's why I know.
I miss it talking about mumble rap.
I believe Tom made a bad hit. Is how he got ball in hand. Once again, I was talking, and that's twice I've been caught not paying attention, and that is my bad.
Slacker.
But I don't think Tom scratched. I think he just made a bad hit. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I like Eric to get this out.
He's got that nice touch, man.
Yeah, there's no trouble here either. Everything's at the same end. He does have to come back out for the 8, but it's out of trouble. It's not in any trouble by no means. He could play center table shape to get for that.
If Eric wins this, I'm curious about his matchup against Dennis Schnell.
I don't know Dennis.
I've heard the name a lot.
I haven't got to see him play. I don't know anything about his game. I've seen most of these guys play before, whether from streams or from just watching today. But if Dennis beat Chris Austin, I got to tell you, the guy's for real. Anytime you beat Chris Austin, you've done something good. Whether you like him or not, the guy can play. And kick to a bad hit.
Steve says Dennis and Eric is on a coin flip.
Yeah,
Eric's been shooting a lot more 8-ball too. I was talking to Pat earlier, and I was talking about how I thought Eric was more of a 9-ball player, and Pat says it depends on the season, and right now he's in his 8-ball season, so we'll see. If Eric plays like he's playing really like right now, I really like Eric's chances, and the patience he's bringing to the table right now is pretty awesome.
I like that shot there. See if he can hold it together for this last ball to win the set.
There it is.
Nice. That is a big win for Eric Canary, guys. I think he's right back up. Oh, I know Dennis now. I didn't think about it. He's the guy with the Green Bay Packers tattooed on his head.
So
literally on his head, guys. You're going to see this. So if you're a Bears fan, get your puke buckets ready, because you may see the Green Bay Packer logo on the back of this old man's head, and it is awesome.
Well, hopefully he shoots better than the Packers.
Yeah, because I'm a Bears fan. So Corey Vaughn's watching it. Didn't take you long to get home.